to understand and to adapt to it. See, I'm also a recovering addict. And I got infected on the day before I went into treatment. And it turned out to be one of my best friends. Someone who I thought that was wrong with her, everything looks good, let's roll with it. But just like the gentleman mentioned earlier, drugs, alcohol, influence a person and make a person weak in mind and in security.
Yes.
You probably heard many stories before. You probably have some friends in your family that have the disease. In fact, show of hands, how many people know someone in their family or a friend that have the disease? Living or not? Wow. Every time I ask that question, it seems like one time was a lot of hands, and then it started slowing down. But I'm beginning to see a lot more hands go back up. So what does that tell us? Well, it tells me that we got still a major problem in our hands. Once again, and I don't mean to call him gentleman. What was the gentleman's name we spoke earlier? Breland. Okay. From Breland's generation, we're trying to get to zero. Yes. But a zero generation. Okay. A zero generation would impact the communities majorly. And we have to do this internally. Not externally, but internally. And it begins at home. However small your home is, however large your home is, whoever's taking care of whom, you need to talk about this. You cannot no longer hide behind this. It's not no one else's problem anymore, or it's not in my backyard, you say. It's in front of your door right now, knocking. And if you think that you know of people who are infected, the power double the amount that have not shared with you. And one of the biggest issues, because it's stigma. Really, think about it. How many times have you seen people talking in the community about HIV, let's say, on a normal day, on an average? They'll talk about cancer, they'll talk about mental health. When you bring about HIV, they say, oh, that disease. Well, you know that stuff that kills people real quick? That affect other people, not us. What scares me the most is basically is that in the past couple of years, we have become very complacent about HIV. We have not actually gotten to the point where we were before, where we used to act up, we used to talk about it, we used to fight for the rights. But that's coming back. And it comes back because of you. Every single person in here. You have a voice. One voice speaks one story, but multiple voices speak volumes. So can you imagine what you would do right now if you marched down these streets, calling out for people to get tested, calling out for people to get educated? You'll strike a chord in them. Either they might feel uncomfortable, or they might say, yes, we do need to do something. The ages are 13 to 24. Okay? 12,000 youth in 2010 were infected. That's 1,000 every month. Most of the youth, basically, excuse me, thank you. Most of the youth believe that by using the answer that is, the question is answered by many, and that is that, did you take the HIV test? Oh, yes, I did. Don't worry, everything is good. I'm clean. I tell them now, show the papers. Ask for the papers. And if they don't want to show you the papers, then you tell them, wait. We'll both go down and get tested. Bramlett said it just correctly. He goes, love is that important. You can't throw that away just for that one night. Many people don't understand that HIV affects also the African American. In fact, African Americans are basically on the top of the list when it comes down to men who have sex with men. Now, understand one thing. When youth, they're experimenting. When they're young, that happens. True, yes. But we need to teach them how to experiment without getting in danger. I believe that by you talking to your children or your next door neighbors, that you can start something within your own little corner. I know right now, I run a support group of about close to 98 clients. Some of them are infected, some of them are affected.
Response is creating healthy futures for communities impacted by HIV. First, I want to tell you about Project Response. Project Response is an HIV/AIDS service organization that services over 1,400 people living with HIV/AIDS on the Space and Treasure Coast. Project Response serves Brevard County, Indian River County, St. Lucie County, Martin County, and Okeechobee counties. Our clients are a diverse group of people. We have white people, black, Spanish-speaking, English-speaking, children, seniors, gays, straights, former professors, and people who can't read. What they have in common is that without Project Response help, they could not meet their basic needs for housing, food, and health care. Our clients' basic needs. Somebody say basic needs.
Basic needs.
People who are living with HIV and AIDS must be able to get health care, even if they do not have health insurance. Project Response links clients to programs and provide essential medical care and medications to the uninsured and underinsured, such as Medicare, Medicaid, Ryan White, and the AIDS Drug Assistance Program. Now I have to wrap this up to let you know that what we're doing is trying to make a difference in clients' lives. A new client who is living in an abandoned house, a client who may need translation services, a client who cannot afford to pay for medicines. Sometimes they have barriers to care. Even when our clients have no access to doctors and medicines, they often face obstacles that undermine the benefits of health care. Unstable housing, depression, addiction, and undocumented immigration statuses are some of the issues that make it difficult or impossible for our clients to focus on their well-care. So, we do also offer at Project Response testing and prevention. In addition to meeting the needs of people with HIV and AIDS, Project Response provides prevention programs and HIV testing and counseling. When HIV-negative people know their status, they can be counseled as well. When HIV-positive people know their status, they can get early care in the disease process, take advantage of constantly improving treatment, and avoid passing the virus to others. So, what are the services that are available at Project Response? We help clients to obtain the following services: primary and specialty medical care, pharmaceuticals, We also have a food pantry, housing and utility assistance, transportation, dental care, mental health counseling, insurance continuation service. We also have HIV navigation program, who may be able to assist a client who doesn't have income, and who may need to get income through Social Security. We have that HIV navigation program in place right now for clients to assist them. Unfortunately, not in Indian River County, but in our main office at the St. Lucie County. But we will refer them out to different people who can assist them to try to get the income if they're eligible for that. We also send kids off to Camp Heartland. And we also do PAC waiver home community-based services. Now I ask you, how can you help? Contact one of our local offices to volunteer or donate to Project Response. In conclusion, you can visit our website at www.projectresponse.org. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And these young ladies, I watch them, they do it every day with a smile. Oh. Every day. Amen. So you know they're not listening to nice stories. And their client base are greatly in need. So when you can do it and yet have a smile, yet be hopeful, we think we're thankful for people like Sabrina in Kentucky.